Good morning. My name is Catherine M. Walker. I'm an indie author with 6 epic fantasy books currently, and I'm currently working on my 7th. And I guess technically my 8th is about to kick off as well. This is just going to be a short update this week. I didn't actually get that many clips. In fact, all week I got one. So I thought I would just give a really short snapshot of where everything's up to this week. Project YouTube, which started this whole me taking this channel seriously, is going pretty well, I think, maybe. The videos, the audiobooks of my series, The Being of Dreams, which starts with Shattering Dreams, Path of the Broken, and Elderborn, are all on my channel, and I'll have a link up there somewhere to the playlist. If you haven't seen it or you've started already, please feel free to listen to them. That's why they're there. Currently, I have about 250 subscribers, so 750 odd to go, probably a little less by now if I check, but I'm not going to because I'm doing this. So that's going well. My whip, Project Warlord, which in truth I'm probably just going to title it The Warlord, but I'll make that decision a little later. I finished my rough draft, which I was really happy with. It had a beginning, middle, end. I think I told you this already. I left it for a few days just so it could sit. I find it's really useful because while I'm not actively thinking about my story, generally problems or solutions might occur to me while I'm not actively thinking about it, which is the case for this as well. I definitely thought I had all of my chapters covered off with, and right in the middle of doing something else, it suddenly occurred to me that there is a chapter missing between one point and the next of where I'd left it. I just didn't write the chapter. So really happy that I've done that. Right now, I'm going through a print version. I only have a couple of chapters to go, so about that much. It's just under 100 pages at the moment. Give or take, it should end up around that, so we're firmly in novella territory, which is good. It was what I was after. So right now I'm just going through, writing notes for myself, red penning. I do have notes in my Scrivener file as well, but I'm not referencing them while I'm reading through. Basically, when I'm done with this, I'll then just compare the notes that I left for myself for the rewrite to go from rough draft to draft, and I'll see where I'm at with that. I may even write up my scene cards or finish them off. I'd already started them, and take a look at the structure. There's a couple of chapters here that I think are in the wrong order, and they might be better in different places. So I will consider that as well before I jump into the next draft to get this to draft level. The reason I would consider that first, so the structure of it and where those scenes need to be, if I rewrite those scenes based on, say, where they are without due consideration, then I can get to the end of the draft and realize, oh wait, that scene's in the wrong spot. And if I have to move it, then generally speaking, I'm probably going to have to tweak or rewrite again, which definitely don't want. I mean, ultimately, I will be doing more drafts than just draft after it gets to draft, but I want the structure for the most part down by that point. So that's where Project Warlord is up to. I'm also now have picked up Project Dragon. That will be my next major work, so a full-on series. It will have 3 books and a standalone is what I'm planning for that at the moment. I haven't started writing as such, but my Scrivener project is all set up and ready. So the three parts, if you've ever used Scrivener, you can set up a whole project file in parts. I use those parts as the individual books that will encompass this series. It's kind of interesting at the moment. It has a 0 word count for the manuscript, and where by the time I finish with this, there's probably going to be in excess of 600,000 words. But that's a little bit overwhelming to think of at this point, so I'm narrowing it right down to where I'm at right now. I have got some words, they're just not in the manuscript. So I've got a whole bunch of names to make it easier on myself that I can just drop in. So a whole bunch of female names and male names. That'll be really useful. It's amazing how much time you can sit there spinning your wheels because you just can't get a name right. So instead, I'm just going to put a name in. Whether I like the name or not is immaterial at this point. It can be a placeholder, and if I decide to change it later on, I can. It'll help the draft move along. I've also got some details about my dragons and my magic systems. I'm thinking I'll have dual magic systems with this series. We'll see how it goes. So I've gotten a few notes in relation to that and to some of my different people or civilizations. There's several different groups within this world, including gods as well. And so I'm just trying to write a few notes for myself to how I think this is all going to piece together. All bets off though when I start writing. Just don't know. So that's short this time. I don't know how long this has gone for, but hopefully not that long. This is where I will end it for today. But if you liked audiobooks and you haven't listened to The Being of Dreams yet, please listen to them. That's why I've put them there. Please subscribe. It really helped me out. And I'll chat to you next week. Bye.